What's up, y'all? We're gonna be checking out Booter B with the close protection. We got the close protection, especially when it comes to Booter B and with the close protection and his whole thing right here, especially with the from Booter B to close protection, especially when it comes to a lot of his quantity videos and stuff like that. He be having a whole thing to it, like he be having a whole thing to it. But we got with the close protection, especially with Booter B, because Booter B really just be having the whole thing just coming to a closure and everything else too, especially when you close up and everything else too. But especially from Booter B to with the close protection and the whole thing, especially with this one right here and everything else too, especially from Booter B, because Booter B really just been he been really on his movement and everything else too, especially how I be seeing all the creative stuff and everything that be happening too around him. He be having everything just wishing and washing, but especially from close protection to Booter B and just his whole thing with the protection from the close.
It's Crossfinger, baby.
You are proven to be a problem for everybody you're in the octagon with. Who would you like to see next when you step into the octagon?
Everybody. I come here for everybody. Kill everybody.
I don't need no close protection. Backstage with a 357. Rambo on me, the shank kick bending. True stories, too no pretending. No cap in my rap, go ask them. 2 twin dots me matching. 10 in the handy, 6 in the action. Ready for action. Last time I seen him, I shot him and shanked him. Us but my thing, brilliant bootings. Cap in my rap, go ask them. 2 twin dots me matching. 10 in the handy, 6 in the action. Ready for action. Last time I seen him, I shot him and shanked him. Us but my thing, brilliant bootings. Headshots if man lose it, hung up the
Man, booty and bootins and everything else too. Especially how this is just how he just got everything just like going and how it's just really just coming from this. Like it's like, man, he just storming it up. Like he just getting it stormy and stuff like that too. Especially how he said, man, how everything be coming and everything else too, man. Like, man, 10 and a handy and everything else too. Man, shank, something about the shank and stuff like that too. He don't need no close, he don't need that close area thing, like that close and areas, like that close protection and stuff like that too. Man, this is just coming to a different whole nother spirit. Like, man, especially how he's just coming, like how he be just having the whole thing just really just coming from his whole side and everything.
It's Crossfinger, baby.
You are proven to be a problem for everybody you're in the octagon with. Who would you like to see next when you step into the octagon?
Everybody. I come here for everybody. Kill everybody.
I don't need no close protection. Backstage with a 357. Rambo on me, the shank kick bending. True stories, too no pretending. No cap in my rap, go ask them. 2 twin dots me matching. 10 in the handy, 6 in the action. Ready for action. Last time I
Ready for action, everything else, 10 in a handy, hey, ready for action, everything else. I don't need it because I got it back. Hey, I got it in the back. Hey, yeah, you really got to especially with that. Like, hey, you can see why the whole thing you wouldn't need all this because you got it in the back. You got your radio ham in the back, and you got everything just, especially if something just blows off and stuff like that too. You already know what's gonna happen because you already have it popping and stuff like that too.
It's Crossfinger, baby.
You are proven to be a problem for everybody you're in the octagon with. Who would you like to see next when you step into the octagon?
Everybody. I come here for everybody. Kill everybody.
I don't need no close protection. Backstage with a 357. Rambo on me, the shank kick bending. True stories, too no pretending. No cap in my rap, go ask them. 2 twin dots me matching. 10 in the handy, 6 in the action. Ready for action. Last time I seen him, I shot him and shanked him. Us but my thing, brilliant bootings. Headshots if man lose it, hung up the back of the window shooting. Shotgun spinners and Lugers to the
Headshot is they lose it. Everything else too, man. This is this is right here gotta be a hit. Especially for it to be like something like this, just something delusional, like man. Cause this is a delusional one. Like it's like a messy, it's like a messy one, a messy scene and everything else too. Especially with this, cause this gotta be a delusional one, a crazy delusional one. Cause man, especially how it's just a little bit of of a scene too, but it's man, it's fast. Spaz to see this come through with some just little small, like, man, just coming through this whole area. But man, he says head to man, everything else too, like with the shanks and
Headshots if man lose it, hung out the back of the window shooting. Shotgun spinners and Lugers to the door. Rooting, they don't wanna see us rise that glee up TS2, no lies or rumours. Spot him and smoke him, them man are typing on gram and trolling. I'm in the 2 and this thing is stolen. I bought a gun to my show and it's loaded. 4-4-5 rounds it's holding. Don't be silly, I'll load that glizzy. Get one to the head top trying to approach us. I don't need no close protection. Backstage with a 357 Rambo on me, the shank kick bending. True stories too, no pretending. No cap in my rap, go ask them. 2 twin dots me matching. 10 in the handy, 6 in the action, ready for action. Yo, bad man on my ones, bad man on the free flow. 10 in the handy, 6 in the matching. 10 rap, go ask them. 2 twin dots me matching. 10 in the handy, 6 in the action, ready for action. Yo, bad man on my ones, bad man on the free flow. 10 in the handy, 6 in the action. Keep one spare in the head for the Jeep. The spin thing spinning, the dinger spinning. That's booters, real definition of reload. Shot their boss by boss, man, shot my
real definition of a reload and everything else too, man. Everything is spinning. Hey, especially with this right here too, man. You know you got it spinning. Especially how everything else is just coming together and how you just be having everything going. But he said, man, the shank ain't bending and everything else too. You know that thing is straighter than a biz. Man, especially with that too, man. That's coming from that and everything else too. Especially how the whole thing is, how this one is. It's got a whole just breathe to it, like the whole breathe and everything else too. But man, especially with this, it's got like a whole thing to it, like everything going on. But man, especially with the action too, the action is pretty lit too to see what's actually going on because it be having so much just action into this, especially when you just really just paying attention. Like the action be so deep in, like what everything else be happening.
matching. 10 in the handy, 6 in the action, ready for action. Yo, bad man on my ones, bad man on the free flow. 10 in the handy, 6 in the action. Keep one spare in the head for the Jeep. The spin thing spinning, the dinger spinning. That's booters, real definition of reload. Shot their boss by boss, man. Shot, ask him how the shot is same size as D-Lo. Spin it and give it a reload. I don't need no close protection. Backstage.
Hey, what do you say? Hey, give it a reload and everything else too, man. Especially with this, like, hey, I know what he's saying. Like, especially how this is going, cause it's got like a reload to it. Like it's like, hey, it's like where it's like, man, the song itself is just it hits like it's just a quick replay and stuff like that too. Especially how the whole thing be, man, how the whole thing, everything else too, be coming together. Like how he made this, man, he made this eternity. Like especially how the whole thing, how this is coming. Like especially how this movement and everything else too, man, it'd be eternities on his things.
Action, keep one spare in the head for the Jeep. The spin thing spinning, the dinger spinning. That's booters, real definition of reload. Shot their boss by boss, man. Shot, ask him how the shot is same size as D-Lo. Spin it and give it a reload. I don't need no close protection. Backstage with a 357 Rambo on me, the shank kick bending. True stories too, no pretending. No cap in my rap, go ask them. 2 twin dots me matching. 10 in the handy, 6 in the action, ready for action.
Ooh, matching everything else too, ready for action and all this stuff. Man, all this stuff, especially with this, it's got a whole thing to it. Especially how the whole movement be going, like everything else too. Like it's just got it so right. Like he said, matching everything else too. What comes with it and everything else too. The handies and everything else too, man. Like it just be, man, we got like a clutch on everything else that be coming through. Like it just be having the whole thing just rambulous and
As D-Lo, spin it and give it a reload. I don't need no close protection. Backstage with a 357 Rambo on me, the shank kick bending. True stories too, no pretending. No cap in my rap, go ask them. 2 twin dots me matching. 10 in the handy, 6 in the action, ready for action.
man, this one right here. Man, but he got that true story 2 coming, man. Especially with that and everything else too. But man, we got with the close protection and everything else too. Especially from Booter B, because Booter B, I feel like he be having a whole thing just storming up, just really just coming through, especially when it comes to a lot of his the vids and stuff like that too. He'd be having everything else coming, but man, especially with Booter B, like Booter B, he be having the whole thing just coming through. Especially with this one right here, like I didn't even see how he was really coming, but man, he didn't went crazy on 1 minute and 47 seconds, like especially how the whole thing went. But man, he just really just came through this and just put a whole thing onto it and everything else too. But we got with the close protection and everything else too, but especially from this one right here and everything else too. But make sure you guys comment and like